Hello and welcome. My name is Abhirup Mann and I want to take you on a journey. Not just across a stage, but through time itself. We're going to explore the entire canon of William Shakespeare's plays, but with a twist. Instead of grouping them by comedies, tragedies and histories, we're going to travel through them in the order they were written. From the tentative first steps of a young playwright finding his voice in the bustling world of Elizabethan London, to the final masterful works of a literary titan, we'll see exactly how his genius evolved, how his themes deepened, and how his understanding of the human heart grew with each new story he put to paper. This isn't just a list, it's a narrative of creation. It's a chance to witness the birth of characters who feel as real to us today as they did 400 years ago. We'll see how early ideas blossom into later masterpieces, how the political turmoil of his time bled onto the page, and how he experimented with form, language, and genre. By following this chronological path, we can piece together the story of the artist behind the words. We can try to understand what it was like to be Shakespeare, writing these plays one after the other, building a legacy, word by word, scene by scene. So, get comfortable. Whether you're a seasoned scholar who knows your iambic pentameter by heart, or you're meeting the bard for the very first time, there's something here for you. We're about to embark on an incredible adventure through ambition, love, betrayal, magic and war. We're going to walk alongside Shakespeare as he builds his world, play by play. This is the story of his life's work, as it happened. Let's begin. Here, Shakespeare's journey begins with friendship tested by love. A battle of wits and wills, endlessly debated and performed. Shakespeare dives into history, igniting the Wars of the Roses. The crown is a bloody prize in this brutal continuation. A shockingly violent and bloody revenge tragedy tests the stage. Political chaos and rebellion fill in the historical narrative gaps. So the charismatic hunchbacked villain schemes his way to the throne. Well, here's a whirlwind farce of mistaken identity with two sets of twins. Young men swear off love only to, fail spectacularly. Magic, mischief and mayhem collide in an enchanted Athenian forest. The quintessential heartbreaking story of star-crossed lovers is born. A poet king loses his crown through vanity and poor judgment. So here's a lesser-known history play that, explores the legitimacy of a king. Justice, mercy and prejudice all kind of collide in the bustling streets of Venice. Prince Hal, slums it with the legendary and honestly quite lovable rogue Falstaff. So, in this lively tale, Falstaff finally gets his comeuppance, all thanks to a group of clever middle-class women who outwit him at every turn. Hal's journey to kingship, it really forces him to abandon his past, leaving behind old habits and friendships as he steps into his royal future. Beatrice and Benedick, they truly wage a merry war of sharp-tongued wit trading clever banter and refusing to admit their feelings, making for one of the most delightful battles of words in all of Shakespeare. Once more unto the breach, Hal is now a hero king. Conspiracy, betrayal and political assassination in ancient Rome. Exiles find freedom, love and themselves in the Forest of Arden. So, to be or not to be the ultimate tragic hero? A shipwreck leads to disguise, desire and, delightful confusion. A cynical, bitter play set during the Trojan War. So this is a problem play that really dives into the hypocrisy of justice and morality. The green-eyed monster, which is jealousy, ends up destroying a noble military hero. A determined woman against all odds overcomes what seem like impossible obstacles to win her husband. So a wealthy man's generosity, it turns to misanthropic rage when he's betrayed. An aging king descends into madness on a storm-swept heath. A prophecy sparks bloody ambition in this dark Scottish tragedy. So, this one is really about an epic romance between a Roman general and an Egyptian queen. Next, we have an episodic, adventurous romance that spans many years and locations. And finally, a brilliant Roman general is undone by his own arrogance. Jealousy tears a kingdom apart, but time brings miraculous redemption. So Cymbeline is really a fairy tale romance, complete with a princess, a wicked stepmother, and even some potions thrown in for good measure. In The Tempest, a powerful sorcerer finds himself on an enchanted island, conjuring up a mighty storm, all in the name of revenge. Henry VIII is Shakespeare's final history play, and it's absolutely packed with pageantry and political intrigue. And so, with the pomp and circumstance of Henry VIII, our chronological journey comes to an end. From the youthful exuberance of the two gentlemen of Verona to the profound world-weary magic of The Tempest, we've traced the incredible arc of a writer who didn't just hold a mirror up to nature, but reshaped our very understanding of it. We've seen him grow, experiment, and ultimately perfect his craft. He gave us characters who are more than just ink on a page. They are living, breathing parts of our collective culture, our language, and honestly, our souls. His theatre is vast, containing all of human life. The beauty of Shakespeare is that the journey is never truly over. Every time you pick up a play, or even better, see it performed, you'll discover something new. A turn of phrase you missed, a character's motive that suddenly clicks, or maybe a theme that resonates with your own life in an unexpected way. These stories have survived for over 400 years because they speak to the fundamental, unchanging truths of what it means to be human. They're timeless, and they belong to all of us. The stage is set, and the players are just waiting for your return. Now, I would honestly love to hear from you. Which of these plays holds a special place in your heart? Is it the tragedy of Hamlet, the comedy of Much Ado About Nothing, or perhaps a lesser-known gem we touched upon? Please share your favourite Shakespeare play and why you love it in the comments below. And if you've enjoyed this literary exploration and want to join me on more journeys like this, please consider subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much for watching.